Hello everyone, I'm Leonard French, your favorite copyright attorney, and I have a brief update for you in the Epic Games versus Cheaters case that we covered recently. You may recall that Epic Games has sued 3 or more cheaters or distributors of cheats that it has found cheating at the Fortnite Battle Royale mode. And so Epic took steps to try and either make an example or something to stem the tide of the cheating from a legal aspect, which is a little bit different, but certainly within their power, and as someone who doesn't cheat at video games, it's very much appreciated. Well, it wasn't very much appreciated by Lauren Rogers, who is the mother of one of the defendants. Lauren sent in a letter that was entered on the docket. She sent in a letter to the Eastern District of North Carolina to the Honorable Malcolm Judge Howard, to whom it may concern. This letter is in response to the alleged allegations of copyright infringement via Epic Games. This company is in the process of attempting to sue a 14-year-old child. They are claiming he prepared derivative works based upon a copyrighted work and publicly performed and displayed this as such. They are also claiming he modified their game using a cheat and live streamed it. This would, of course, fall under the Copyright Act if he did in fact modify their game. Epic Games has no capability of proving any form of modification. Caleb obtained existing cheats from a website with public view, not affiliated with Epic Games, and used those cheats during a game live stream via YouTube. I may add, a multitude of other individuals have and currently are doing this as this letter is being typed. However, Epic Games Inc. failed to legally bind underage users with their EULA agreement, which is the contract between the licensor and purchaser, establishing the purchaser's right to use the software. This being said, the game itself was in fact free. No purchase of said game occurred. Pursuant to State of Delaware Statutory Authority 6 Delaware Code, Section 4506, additional definition of a minor. A minor means a person under the age of 18 who has not been court emancipated. Caleb has not been court emancipated. Further, according to the standardized EULA licensing agreement, use of software applications is available only to persons who can enter into legally binding contracts under applicable law. If you are a minor under the age of 18, not competent or otherwise, do not have the capacity to enter into a legally binding contract without the consent or assistance of another person, you may use the website only under the supervision of a parent or legal guardian, as applicable, who agrees to be bound by this EULA. Epic Games fails to acknowledge prior to the user accepting the EULA agreement by simply clicking yes, a age range drop-down or parental consent drop-down. Please see references below. And then she shows some, I have no idea where this comes from. Is this from an Epic Games anything? I don't know. Please note, parental consent was not issued to Caleb Rogers to play this free game produced by Epic Games. Touching on the subject of the game being free, Epic is claiming profit loss. Their attorneys would need to provide a profit and loss statement to prove Caleb Rogers' live streaming playing their content caused mass profit loss. This is feasibly impossible. It is my belief that due to their lack of ability to curve cheat codes and others from modifying their game, they are using a 14-year-old child as a scapegoat to make an example out of him. The company is in the process of suing a multitude of players for this game Fortnite. Instead of Epic Games suing the websites providing the cheat codes, they are going after the individuals using the codes. News articles are abundant. Furthermore, Epic Games has released the defendant's name publicly, therefore allowing news articles and different online publications to obtain his name and in turn release additional information. Referencing State of Delaware House Bill number 64, it is illegal to release underage individuals' personal information by any agencies. Epic Games Inc. is in complete violation of this, as well as other individual websites and news reporting agencies. In addition, Epic Games Inc. is requesting any financial gain that the defendant obtained. Caleb Rogers had no income from live streaming In addition, Epic Games is requesting any financial gain that the defendant obtained. Caleb Rogers had no income from live streaming him playing the game. In conclusion, it is my request of Your Honor to take into consideration the above-mentioned issues regarding this lawsuit. Caleb is a minor. He is legally incapable of agreeing to terms and conditions. Furthermore, they were not read. His parents nor guardians agreed to the terms and conditions that were set forth through the EULA. Epic Games did not request his age prior to the EULA. They did not request parental consent, nor did they request an e-signature from their users. This was, in fact, a free game. I respectfully request Your Honor to consider dismissal of this case, as the infraction does not equate the suing of a minor by a major gaming company. Respectfully yours, Lauren A. Rogers. Well, that's pretty interesting. What do we think of that? I have a few problems with this. First, a 14-year-old child can, in fact, enter into a contract. Now, how enforceable that contract is, sure. Children definitely do have different contract rights than adults. But that doesn't mean that a child can't enter into a contract and be responsible for the damage that someone causes. There are lots of cases about children entering into contracts for either equipment or machinery or vehicles and then claiming that they're not responsible for the damage that they cause, like anyone else may, by negligent operation or something like that. So in this case, the cheating that Caleb is accused of is fairly serious in that they're saying that it helped destroy or hurt the growth of the game. And I can confirm that I stopped playing the game because of the cheating that was going on. So it's not like Epic Games doesn't have a complaint. The question is, can they sue a child? And the answer is yes, they can. Whether or not they released personal information, I don't think so. You're allowed to sue someone in court, and you must name who you're suing. Then, even in her first paragraph, she admits that he did use the cheats during a live stream on YouTube. So Epic's case is more or less made for them here. The question is, what's the damage? What's the remedy? And if there in fact is no legal remedy that's recognizable here, then the dismissal would probably be proper. But if there is a recognizable legal remedy, then the case will be allowed to proceed. I'm not sure how the court is going to treat this. It's on the docket as a letter, but it could be seen as a request for dismissal, and Epic may want to figure out what their response should be. Another thing that I found here, in Delaware, there is no limit on parental responsibility for the torts of a minor. So if Mr. Caleb is found to be liable for some amount of money, the amount of money would be something that the parent is responsible for. So in all honesty, I'm sure that Epic Games is going to use their good judgment on this one, but at the same time, I would definitely recommend that Ms. Lauren Rogers go and find an attorney in her area that would be able to help her with this situation here, because Caleb is going to need to answer this complaint unless Epic Games decides to drop the whole thing just because he's 14. I don't know. What do you think? Would you drop the case just because he's 14, or do you think that it needs a message, something needs to be done about the cheating situation, especially in Fortnite, which I haven't actually played it in a little bit. Somebody let me know how it has been recently. When the Battle Royale mode first came out, it was absolutely terrible. It's not like there wasn't a problem, so there's something that has to be addressed here. I doubt that a simple letter from mom is going to undo the whole court case, and I do recommend that Ms. Rogers do seek the advice of an attorney with regards to this particular case, lest she wind up admitting things to the opposing side and end up being liable for some amount of money, or at the very best, Epic is looking for at least injunctive relief to prevent Caleb from using these tools again or streaming their game or things like that. So there's remedies that I think are available here, and I don't think that the case will be dismissed just because of mom's letter. We'll see what happens. Maybe Epic will reach out to Ms. Lauren Rogers and we'll have some kind of dismissal of the case based on some kind of settlement or something like that. Either way, I think the message has definitely been sent that they take cheating seriously and they don't want cheaters to be playing their games. So let me know what you think of that in the comments, on Twitter, on my Discord. Don't forget you can support me via Patreon in these trying times of the adpocalypse. I really appreciate all of you who have increased your donations, who have been donating. First, let me thank Mr. AVE, who has supported the November effort by sponsoring a video on the Milwaukee versus Snap-on tool battery patent case. That will be coming out shortly, probably next week in time for the American Thanksgiving. And I would like to thank November's $50 plus supporters, John Steele, Westin, Lohne, Nate Beck, Lydia Collinson, and Gavin Barnard. Your support is very much appreciated. And I'd like to thank all the $5 plus supporters that are scrolling on the LED panel behind me and are in the description of the video below. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for your support. Have a great weekend. I love you all. I'm Leonard French, your favorite copyright attorney. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Sunday, I guess. Bye.